I did all the wrong stuff. Okay. Hello, mister. How are you this evening? Oh, I'm glad I started a little early because, man, I'm getting everything wrong. Everything wrong. Okay. Let's just set that aside. Here, let's pull this out. Here is the wine of the evening. Pinot Grigio. Central Coast? Central Coast of what? I mean, Central Coast can... Okay, California. I mean, just think how many places have a place called Central Coast. All right. Let's see what I need today. I'm going to need this piece of paper right here. Can you hear me at all? Or maybe you're actually sleeping. I mean, I don't even know. Because isn't it like this, the middle of the night for you? Echo, what time is it in Germany?
In Germany, it's 2:28 a.m.
Yeah. Yeah. I would not blame you at all if you fell asleep before I even started. If you have a job outside your home, you know, like a regular Monday through Friday daytime job, then I hope to never see you on my show. Wow, that sounds mean. It's not mean, I promise. I promise. All right. So, what else do I need to get ready? I need to think. You know what? Let me pull these out quick. Okay, we are officially begun. It's showtime, people. It is showtime. I have to get out my telephone quick. If I am ever the person not nice to you in your video comments, you are allowed to punch me in the nose as soon as we meet in person. Period. So there. Oh, that's not all I wanted to do with. Okay, well, Let's see what we got here. I need this. No. Okay. I think I might need a tweezer tonight. Is it too early for the wine yet? I think it is never too early for the wine. I mean, for proof of that, beyond my opinion, just think of Sunday brunch. Or, you know, any breakfast, really. Mimosas are totally allowed. So it's never too early for wine. But you didn't put a period or question mark, so I don't know if you're trying to tell me it's too early or if you are asking me if it's too early. I'm not having it yet, but I was showing it off. I was definitely showing it off a bit. I have to get out a couple of green paint. And I think I'll grab a yellow too. So that green and that green and that green and that green and that yellow. All of my greens are almost empty. It's a tad ridiculous how much I use green. Let's use this green too. A lot of greens. Do we need another yellow? Those are almost identical. I don't want to use my antique white because I only have one bottle of antique white and I need a lot of it for an upcoming project. Okay. Alright, got out all the greens and yellows that I have. So that'll have to do. That will have to do. Well, hello there. I thought you were sleeping for sure. It's the middle of the night. Yeah, grats on the 5 years. Grats on the 5 years. Keep it up, mister. I do not discourage or encourage alcohol use. Yeah. All right, peeps. First things first, I need to get some sponge painting done on all 3 of these boards that I have in front of my face. And I wrote that down. I was going to write down steps that I need to remember, but I can't even think of them now. So I'm going to get this sponge painting step done right now. And then hopefully I'll remember what else comes next. Oh my gosh. It is 2:30 a.m. where you are. Why aren't you sleeping? I'm good. How are you? Take a look at these things. I've done some tiny fussy cutting. Oh my goodness. My eyes are a little mad. My eyes are a little mad. Okay, we're going to start with the darkest. The darkest green. Oh my. It's very, very dried out. In fact, I should take the sponges out of the bowl and put some water in the bowl. So that when I'm done with them, they can sit and not get wrecked. Look at that. I've already made a big fat mess. Can't sleep because of pain. Oh gosh. You know what? All I know is it's me, you, and Leslie right now, and I can tell you this. At least the two of us can relate. And I bet if there were more people here, I know some others that could relate too. I'm sorry to hear that, and I hope I can keep you company, or maybe put you to sleep. You know, I'll try my darndest to not be very interesting. I'll turn my voice down like this, so hopefully it will help you feel sleepy. No, I won't. Okay, that was silly. I apologize. All right, I'm a little scared, but I absolutely need a little bit of leaf happening across this mushroom. Oh my gosh, because there's a lovely branch there that needs some leaves. Okay, do the scary part first. Okay, that's it. That's all I'm doing for this. Wait, nope, I lied. I need a bit right there. But that's just the darkest color. It goes across the top, and it's just a base for leaves to come. And, oh gosh, I still need a little bit across that. Okay. Stop. Okay. Done with that one. Let's pull out the next one. Same thing on here. A little bit of a different pattern, but the same concept as I'm putting down a base coat of the darker bits. This one and the other one I think are both ones that need the dark around the edges. Okay. Okay, that's enough of that one. Next. Wait a minute. What in the world is fry pan anesthesia? Fry pan anesthesia. A sizzle? And okay, the best way to do that would be to cook up some bacon. I don't know. I can't imagine what that even means. That's a phrase I have never heard in my entire life. Okay, this one's going to have to be super careful because this one's really bright. And as you guys may already know about me, I have a hard time not heavy-handing art and turning to really dark colors. Because I really like the really dark colors, and I like the dark forest. Okay. It needs the background stuff just the same, even if I'm going to try to behave. Okay, I think I'll stop right there. Nope, one little spot right there. Okay, just, oh goodness sakes, I need a smaller sponge because I got a couple of things right there. Okay, I think that's what I'll do. All right, we're done with the dark green anyway. There, I'll wash my hands in the bowl too. Acrylic paint dries so flippin' fast. Look, it's already dried to my hands. All right. Oh, no. Okay. No, unfortunately for you, unconscious doesn't really give you restful sleep. I mean, it will take the pain away for a while, but when you wake up, it'll just be worse. No. That is true. I mean, if you're hit hard enough, you don't feel it, but you'll wake up with one heck of a headache. I mean, you're not wrong, but my goodness. That's a length I'm not willing to go to. I'll tell you that. Okay, we need the next brighter level of green. And I think it's going to have to be this one. And I think this is too big of a jump. So I might do this. Oh, goodness sakes. Get to the... Rawr! There we go. So I'll mix it a bit. Like that. That's kind of cool. Okay, ready? Okay, not too shabby. So far, so good. We're getting some dimension in our little forest. Okay, enough on that one. I guess I'll just do them the other opposite direction. Okay, I'm running out of that brighter green. It's getting too dark already, isn't it? Wait. Okay. Excuse me. Sorry, that was a gross joke. I apologize. Okay, let's see. Is that better? Yeah, we're back to brighter. Okay. Okay. Oh, wait, one more. I almost threw this in the water, but we're not done with this one yet, are we? Oh, thank you. That's very nice. Yep, thumbs up helps grow the channel for sure. I appreciate you saying so, Mister. A little bit down there. Let's put a little bit at the base of this tree. This one too, or a lot actually. Let me check the other two if I need any at the base of their trees. I kind of forgot that, but this bright color would be a good start for the foreground. Ah! Alright. And this one, kind of the same thing. I hope tomorrow we'll get my first envelope for my community journal. Oh, good idea. Oh, you'll raffle it off? That sounds very cool. Let's put a little of this bright green at the base of this. This one didn't stay bright enough. I'm going to add a little more. Okay. All right, good enough. All right, throw that one in the water. Rinse my hand again, and we're going to move into yellow. Well, unless I should turn in, no, yeah, I'll switch right to yellow. I do have a really bright green, but since I already have green on the plate and I'm going to put in yellow, I bet it's all going to turn like that anyway. So, let's do some yellow. Oh, really? We might have to talk about that, because I have never done an idea like that, and I think I would like to do that. Is it just in your country? Or do you do it EU? Or do you do, you know... Or do you get stuff from all over the world? Because then you have to be willing to ship all over the world too. And boy, that's getting crazy expensive. I have a whole pack of stuff that I need to send off to Australia soon. And I am not looking forward to it, I'll tell you. But I'm gonna. In fact, if she doesn't even know I'm gonna do it. And she might actually show up here to watch the show today. If she does, that would be super cool. And I can tell her, I'm just going to send you some stuff. All right. Let's get some yellow going. Oh my gosh. I have to... Okay. Careful, lady. Just little bits of yellow. This one needs little bits of yellow all over. Because it's just like the sun is going down and the leaves are kind of glowing, you know. I'll put a little tiny bit across there. A little tiny bit in there. And watch this. Ooh! I wasn't going to use paint, but I am now. As soon as I find the right brush. Okay, I'm going to change that. If I find the right brush. No! Oh, you big dummy! Oh, guys, you know what I just did? Oh my gosh. Remember that board I showed you with all the tiny, tiny stuff on it? I just hit it. And knocked the itty bitty things all over the place. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I had it all ready to go too. You know, I kind of knew I was going to do that. All right, well, we'll have to finish fixing that later because I have something else I got to worry about right now. Before this paint dries, I am going to put a light in the windows. I will then have to darken the frames around the windows and put in some glow. Right? But there we go. I kind of like that. I kind of like that. I'm gonna go check that out. I will probably watch your stuff on that tomorrow. Because I will have time to watch all kinds of stuff tomorrow. All right, let's get back to painting. Then I'm gonna have to get, okay, so this one, the yellow goes just kind of toward this little bit. It can go on this edge of the trunks, and it can go on this edge of the leaves. And I need a little more yellow. Oh, goodness. There we go. A little on the underside, I think. And lots down in the foreground. All right, we have yellow on 2 of them. Last one. So this one, I'm gonna do yellow splotching all the way up the path. Oh, you know what, guys? I should have done this one backwards. I should have done the yellow first because the path is far away, and then I should have got darker as I came forward, huh? I think that's okay. I think I'm going to squirt out a little bit more yellow. And then, if it turns out to be true that that's what I want to do, what I'll do is just do another layer of the paint. Okay. All right, let's throw that one in the water. And then I need a little water on here so that my plate doesn't get totally wrecked. And then this can just go to the side for now. Okay. All right. the next bit I'm gonna do, I think the next bit I'm gonna do is fix this, because this makes me very sad. Whoops, and now I have yellow paint on a fairy. That's also not good. Let me fix that too. Okay. This must be exciting must-see TV right here. Watching me flip flowers. Boy, if this doesn't help you get to sleep, I don't think anything will. I think this is the magic ticket here. Just watch me flip these flowers and leaves over, and you'll be hypnotized and sleeping in no time. This is appointment level viewing if I ever saw appointment level viewing. Come on. Come on. This leaf does not want to flip. Flip, little leaf. Oh, good grief, what a mess. I had it so nice and ready to go. Alright, well, whatever. That's good enough. I guess I'll have to... I'll do a little more when I get that far, I guess, but... This is straightened enough. Straightened enough for now. Oh my. I do have a yellow fairy. That's true. She's yellow now. Okay, the morphine and the opium should only be in extreme situations. Because they will mess you up in a lot of different ways. The cannabis part, though, that can be pretty good. So, do you have enough to help you? Okay. Maybe you're not supposed to tell me, but... And is that legal in Germany? Okay, that's not what we're doing. I forgot what I was doing here. So, the next thing I'm going to do, this is tea bag paper. And I am going to take my stamps. Whoops, wait a second. I need my stamp blocks. If we're going to do this, let's do it right. I'm going to stamp some stuff on this tea bag paper, and we're going to try layering tea bag paper on our pictures. Oh, okay. Okay, I gotcha. That's good. Okay. Squish. Oh, you don't need a doctor. Okay. I've never had fentanyl or ketamine for pain. Well, no, I don't know if that's true. There might have been a time where I had some at the emergency room. But I don't recall specifically. But I watched an emergency room show on YouTube. On the YouTubes, I watch a show that they use ketamine quite a lot, and it's hilarious watching the people change, because for the most part, I mean, ketamine can be really bad and can be really scary, but for the most part, it is hilarious. Because one guy in particular, I remember, was laying on the table, and the poor thing, oh my gosh, the stuff that got injured on him. But he started being like singing songs and saying, "You're so pretty, and you guys are all so wonderful." It was quite adorable. I was just glad he was feeling better. Oh, Patty! Oh, shoot. Hello, Fairy Tale. I did it again. I apologize. I don't know what's wrong with me. Oh, there we go. I'm off the hook now. I'm off the hook now. Oh, shoot. We're doing some mixed media. We are doing some mixed media book covers. There's where we're at so far. We got a fox in the woods. We have a fox with a fairy and a mushroom house in the woods. And we have just the woods so far. I mean, I thought you said that before, but I don't remember stuff very well, Miss Patty. So I should be more careful, because I don't remember stuff. Okay, I'm going to try that again. Some of those didn't work very well, so I'm going to try that same color again. Patty, let's discuss Defemember since you're here. What can I help you with? What do you want to know? Yes, I'd like a swap partner, because I'd like to do the scrap swap part for sure. And the scrap swap is, and we don't have to follow it, by the way, we don't have to follow it exactly. We can do whatever you wanted to do or had in mind, or, any variation. Oh, shoot. I didn't want to do that either. I really need to think about what I'm doing here a little better. I might need more tea bag paper. Anyway, the traditional way. I thought that was so cute. You said nothing's traditional. For me, I've never done this before. Oh, how true is that, right? But the traditional thing is that they do 50 item scrap swap, which is a hoot. And then you use those scraps throughout the project. Peter, do you do Defemember? Do you even know what it is? Okay, this one must not have much ink on it. We'll see if we get anything, and then I'll try one of the other ones. Yeah. So, you do know about it, but you don't do it. Too much prompts? You do have the stuff for it because you don't need to follow them exactly, mister. I still love that your channel name is basically none of your business, or mind your business, and I do nothing but ask you 5 billion questions all the time. So yeah, you have stuff. You can do Defemorember. You have paper, glue, and scissors. That's all you need. I love the prompts because I like to be challenged. They make me think. Like some of them last year were so weird. They were hard to do. But I ended up making a whole story about Effie and Effie's new best friend, the Raven, and yeah, it ended up a ton of fun. Oh, okay, gotcha. So if you want, I would certainly like to do the 50 item swap. If you want to do that. Oh, way too light. I just do not. I use way too much green. That's all there is to it. I just have like no green left anywhere because I apparently just use all the green. All my paint bottles in green are running low. Apparently all my ink pads are running low, except this one. This one looks fabulous. All my watercolors in green are running low. It's just absolutely ridiculous. Wow, yeah, you do have a lot of projects. Yep. Yeah. Would you like to see my Effie story? I can show it to you while this is drying. I can show you if you like. Okay, let me get a brown set of these grasses. Yeah, my last year's Defemorember ended up being a first year of it ended up being Effie's journal about his first year of his friendship with his best friend. I don't know. I think they did. I mean, they did, right? But I don't know, I don't know which one of them, and I don't know why 50. And it's not easy coming up with 50 scraps, I can tell you that, but I did it. Oy. Oy. Here. That community journal is just a good idea. I think I've heard of it before, but I've certainly never done it. And I've certainly never talked to anyone who's done it. So this is Effie's journal about his first year, and he made friends with a raven. And there's the raven. And I don't remember everything in the story, but this was... Let's see if I can remember anything in the story. Oh, there's just paper in there. So, I don't remember what the prompts were at all, apparently, but they made lawn ornaments. They dressed up for Halloween and they found a camera and couldn't take pictures. So they laughed about that because when, I can't remember what I named the raven, but if the raven tried to take the picture, it was just his face. And if Effie tried to, all the raven was a foot. And then they finally got it right. And the raven dressed up as a ghost by flopping in flour. And Effie was a witch. And they decorated Effie's front yard. And then, I don't remember what this prompt was either, but Effie got sick and was bedridden. And this was time flying. I think it was clocks and wings or clocks and feathers or something like that. And, yeah. Then, what else? Here's a wheel. This wheel turns. So this was Halloween meets Christmas or something like that. And Effie's favorite holiday is Halloween, but his new best friend is Christmas. And the raven brought Effie a hat and made him change his clothes to be Christmas. And then there's the Kintsugi houses. So they're all gingerbread houses that they made because apparently in their forest there's a nearby bakery in the village, and they throw out all the broken gingerbread houses. So the raven collected all the pieces and brought them to Effie's house, and they built gingerbread houses out of the broken pieces. And then, their Christmas fairies or winter fairies or something came to the house. I don't remember that prompt either. This was the mushroom robot, wasn't it? Oh yeah, mushroom robots. Mine were one-wheeled mushroom robots. Excuse me. I have used rusty tin right there. The robot arms are actually real rusty wire. Ha ha ha. Yours was real broken. Oh, that's where you used the pottery. Good job. And they had a big joke because they had flown around and walked around the village together before Christmas, and they saw a toy store, and they both fell in love with the same toys, and then they both got each other the same present. So that was the big joke. Then what? Then Effie got sick, and the raven brought tea and balloons to feel better. And this is the one where you were supposed to touch it. It was texture stuff. So there's Effie in bed with a water bottle on his head because he's not feeling so good. This is springtime. Effie went to his friend's house because that's a ladybird, and the ladybird had babies. I remember one of the early ones. They helped a butterfly, and the butterfly went away, and then when it came back, it was this fairy, and they didn't know that the butterfly was actually a fairy, and she came back and said, "Thank you for helping me." Now I remember. What the heck was that? Oh, yeah. So they helped the butterfly who was hurt, and Effie heard the crying and went to help the butterfly, and then the raven came and helped too. And that's how they met. Are you guys bored yet? This is the grandma raven. So the raven's mother. And this is the fairy took the raven mom. I wish I could remember her name, but she took her to have a spa day because all the babies were just, I mean, that's a lot of babies. So, Effie was babysitting, and Grandma decided Effie couldn't do a good job on his own, so she came to, help. And there's Effie in the window. Oh my goodness, I'm having fun. I apparently loved this. I thought Effie would be stupid, honestly. And I wasn't going to do it because it's too cutesy for me. And then once I got into it, I just kept going. It never stopped. So this was the one where we had to do a friendship bracelet. And I decided that the babies were growing up and they were going off on their own. So Effie made them friendship bracelets. But there's the brothers, and this is the little sister, and she was the runt of the nest. And she had to stay at home with her mom longer. So she was very sad that all the brothers were leaving and got friendship bracelets. But she got one too and said, yeah, there. And then this was abandoned something. And they all went on a picnic, and then something happened and they forgot about their picnic. So all of these animals in the forest helped themselves to the abandoned picnic basket. And I never finished the picnic basket. I don't even know where the pieces are anymore. But yeah, there was a whole picnic involved and a picnic basket involved. And when they got back and saw their picnic basket was gone, somebody saw it, and then these guys all felt guilty that they stole all their picnics, so they brought them presents to replace their picnic. Whatever. Goodness sakes, I went crazy. And this is the last day. This was me and my best friend. So there's their best friend, and there's Effie, and the first year had gone by, and they were having a little celebration at the beach. Okay, I don't know if you wanted to see all that from last year's Defemorember, but that's last year's Defemorember. All right, so there you go. Yeah, it ended up being a whole year story. All about Effie. Alright, let's get back to Foresties. I bet these are dry enough now, because I talked about Effie for a long time. Oh, wait a minute. Nope. Before we move on, it's wine time. Grab a beverage. Tea, water. Oh, warm milk. Peter, this is what you need to try. Warm milk with a very small amount of brown sugar and some grated nutmeg. Amazing, and help you sleep every time. I, on the other hand, am going to have a 5-ounce portion of Pinot Grigio from the Central Coast of California. Okay, let's try this and see what it's like. Grape Kool-Aid. Okay. Let's see what today's wine is like. I don't know if you guys know this. Oh, honey and thyme would be good too. Oh. Turmeric. Golden milk. I don't remember how to make it, but turmeric and something else. Maybe it might be honey. It's supposed to help you sleep too. So, I don't know if you guys know why I have wine on Wednesdays, or open it on Wednesdays. But my show used to be on Facebook, and it used to be called Wine With Me Wednesdays. And I opened wine. And then we did some whining. So if you guys have anything that you need to whine about, get off your chest, just a little complaining, but then no more whining. We just get it off our chest and then we're done. I think that is turmeric, isn't it? Curcuma? I think that is the same thing. I might be wrong. Okay, so here is where I'm not sure how to proceed. So, first things first. I think we'll do... Oh gosh, I don't know. I'm really nervous about this, guys. I'm really nervous right now. I think we'll do this one first. And I think I hit my camera. It seems a little wonky. Oh, I moved it out. That's right. That's why it's wonky. My camera is wonky. There we go. Okay. Careful. All the kitties are outside, so nobody can jump on my desk and wreck it. But this would be about the time I start sneezing when I bring this out. I did already hit it once. Let's not do that part again. So, here's the reason I don't know what to do next. So, I'm going to try layering these bits and bobs on here. But I'm also going to be layering this stuff in. So, I think what I'll start with is where does this go? And I want this tree with this fox sitting pretty high because he is walking off into this lit space, right? He's going off into the sun path. So the tree is going to sit about like so, which means I'm going to have to do some more sponge painting because now this tree has no leaves. But okay, we'll get to that in a minute. Then, let's tear out this fox. Because this fox is where this layering is going to go. And this fox is going to go way down here. So this fox actually has to go up farther or we're going to get really weird dimension stuff. I think that looks pretty good. Then, here. I think I should have done this ahead of time. I apologize because now I'm off screen tearing out little pieces of grass and that's probably not great television either. But here's the idea is to put him down somewhere and then layer the grasses. So the tea bag paper is supposed to be one of the best things to disappear when you glue it down. I don't know that that's true, but I can't imagine that even if it is true for one layer, like once you layer it up, isn't it gonna then get just cloudy? And I don't want cloudy. Right? I want this to look like he's sitting in the grass. So I guess the best thing to do is to just try the layering bit just on this fox by himself. So let's do that. Let's try it and see what happens. Wow, this is drying out, man. But what if I just do that and then put grass in front of him? I don't know where to put it. How about like that? And then I'm going to put glue over that whole thing. Whoops. And put another layer of grass on. And this will actually end up getting cut out. Just on the very bottom. So some of this clouding won't matter. And some of it will. Now I can already tell that that's a big fat no, because look. right here, you can't see the grass on the second layer of you can't see the grass on the second layer. But that would be like that or so. And that would be like that. Okay, what else is happening here is these itty bitty fairies. Holy buckets, are they tiny? Oh, you have no idea. I mean, actually, you guys both do this same art, so you probably do know. But this was a pain in the behinder. Foam tape under the tree. You know what? Turmeric and coconut milk. Oh, did I make you seasick this time? I mean, you did tell me you don't get seasick. But I could shake the camera some more. we could try. Okay, so here is the thing. These little ladies are going to be sitting in the trees. I do have a dimensional glue. I don't have any foam tape. But I do have a dimensional glue, but it's upstairs. So, you know. But she's going to be sitting in a tree. And, oh, good grief, these guys are so tiny. If they're so tiny you can't even tell what they are, then it's too tiny, right? But what about her sitting in this tree? Come here, you. Quit trying to escape. I do have a tweezer out in case this doesn't work. Soak the second layer and give it a few minutes? Right? Really? Okay. Plaster from the building site? Did you get that from Louisa? Too funny. Okay, so what if this one was sitting up in this tree? Should I put some water on this, do you think? Do you mean soak it with water? I think this lady might be sitting right here in this tree. At some point, I'm going to have to make it actually look like these are fairies sitting somewhere. Right now, they're kind of on the rocks that they were sitting on. And I don't know how many times you have rock faces in the center of a tree. So, you know, I do understand I have some work to do. But I'm just kind of looking at the placement, right? What if I took this one and put this one with this fox? Ooh, what if okay, might need another grass sprig for this to happen, but what if I put this fairy right here with this fox and put some grass over her feet? I think I kind of like this concept right here. And yes, I absolutely understand that this needs work. I get it. I do, I swear. I kind of want this one out more. Like, could I do that right like that-ish? Okay, I'm going to set this one aside because I'm kind of liking the way this one's looking. Yeesh, 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 yeesh. And the... Oh, shoot. So here's what I would do, though, right? before I get rid of it, I need to sponge paint the tree. I'll need to do stuff for the branches and stuff for the fairies to sit on. I'll have to layer the fox in. I have to read what you guys are saying because I saw some helpful stuff and I might have to take advantage of that. But I'd have to put in the close-up stuff to kind of bury that. And that is one thing that might be in the close-up department, is some ferns and some flowers. That one. And this one. And I might need bigger leaves. But the bigger leaves would go in the front. I wouldn't want to pull the ferns down too far because the fern is going to do too good of a job with that tree and that fox. Anyway, there's that one. Oh, goodness. Nobody sneeze. Now, I want to do this one next because I had a whole bunch of ideas for this one earlier and I want to put it back together and then I want to read what you guys were saying. So hopefully some of what you're saying I can use and it will help those grasses look better. But here's the deal. I want to put this, these cutouts of this flower bush thing kind of trailing down this tree. And then I need a fairy. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm doing tweezer work. I need a fairy sitting in the tree behind the flowers. Oh, come on. Don't stick to my hands, please. This one, nope, that's going to have to be closer. It might have been this one. Nope. I might have stole it for the other thing. I actually might have sneezed it or knocked it right off the thing too. I had a little tiny sitting fairy facing that way that I wanted to put on the mushroom house. Alright, well, she can just sit there for a sec. She might work anyway if I cut her out a little better. So a mushroom fairy, or a fairy up in the mushroom house. Then I kind of wanted to put this one maybe up in the trees flying, or maybe just sitting on this branch right here. I could put her sitting right there. And then this one's bigger. Wait a second. Yeah, okay, I'll do it. This one's bigger, so these have to be up closer. But I thought I could have these two kind of hanging out together. Like so-ish. Then we need some up front stuff to start filling in the foreground of this. So, oh, goodness sakes. I swear I had ideas. I don't know where my ideas went, but I had a plan. I swear I did. Well, now this one looks stupid. Okay, I like the big purple one back there. But now this one doesn't look right. Come here, lady. Okay, then I think I'll need to put this one down here or something. Or actually, wait. No, this one up here. And this one down here. Oh, good grief. Okay, working with little tiny things does not they don't cooperate very well. They don't hold still. Okay, there we go. Then the purple one will need friends because I've yet to see a plant that just has one. But these need to be in the other order, don't they? They need to be down here. This needs to be up here. There we go. That makes more sense. This little tiny one can go back here. And so can this tiny one. And then the big leaves need to go in front. Purple plants have these leaves. No, not for real, but just because I said so. And these weird flower thingies have these leaves. And I think I want to put this one over here. To create some balance. Oh, good grief. Good grief, Charlie Brown. Let's put this up. Nope, 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 don't move. Don't move. Under there? Jeez Louise, man. Okay. And this actually is these leaves. So what if this is back here? With this purple bit. Let go of me. Like so-ish? Oh, good grief. Okay, I need to take a break. My brain is hurting. Spray glue. Oh, for such small stuff? Oh. Wait a minute. If you lay down all these tiny things and then spray it, won't that like blow the tiny stuff all over the place? Yeah, so I was thinking you meant spray the glue on and then put the stuff on. And if it has a long enough dry time, that would be flippin' awesome. As you can see, I'm a little indecisive, though. So, I think this would still be a ridiculously long process for me. But, yeah. Alright, we have... let go. We have another one of these thingy jobbers. I think we can add that right there. We have another one of those purple plant leaves. And I think that would need to go like this because we can't have the stems with no home. Get under there. Get over there. Get up, 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 fairy, up. Up. Down, fairy, down. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Things are not going well. There's chaos in the forest. Oh my goodness. Okay. Alright. What else? I know what else I was going to do for this one. Okay, so I'm just going to take a pencil and kind of cheating lines. Where exactly is this path that they're on? Because I might have to do something that indicates this path that they're on. I don't know that I have to. I mean, it doesn't have to be super realistic, right? It's a collage, for crying out loud. But I could add a bunch of dirt and sand and edging, and I could add a path. I don't know that I'm going to, because I haven't followed any proper order in any of this, so I'm not sure I'm not sure I'm gonna be able to. Honestly, I don't know proper order of stuff, so if you guys are like proper artists, right? So if you guys are watching and going like, no, don't do that. I'm sorry. I apologize. And if there are any actual like collage artists who watch this in the future, I also apologize to you. I really just do whatever I can think of at the time. Wait, what's this leaf? You know what? I'm gonna need more leaves, because I need this. I need this leaf right here to be in front of all this stuff. And I need this one to go off this away. And I need this to sit up more like that-ish. That-ish. Come on! Let go of me. Ah! Alright. I am kind of liking the layout of this. What do you guys think? Do you like the balance? All I'm looking for at this point is balance and colors and shapes and stuff like that. I have a cat crying at the window. I am not letting her in until stuff is glued down. I liked it in back. Wait a minute, what? What is Tombow? Oh, crud muffins. I need to learn some stuff from you guys. Oh, I bet if you keep enough distance from the spray glue, right? And then it would just kind of settle on to your stuff. I bet that's what I've done wrong in the past. No, I liked it in back. Oh, crud. Liked what in back? The leaves? Do you mean the leaves? Because I agree. I liked them in back too. It created better dimension. So if you're talking about these, I totally agree. And you know what that means? That means I gotta find my books and cut out more leaves. And I could actually do that. Wait. I could glue this together with these leaves in back to help create, some visual texture, right? And then make sure the ones I cut out next are bigger. Because these are small enough that the forefront could be much larger than this. Wah! Okay, wait. Alright, look at you. Off of there. And you off of there. Let's put the leaves in first. I'll put one here-ish and one there-ish. And then this here or so. And this really little one. Maybe this little one is back here sticking out. Excuse me. Excuse me. Under there, please. Not behaving. Completely not. Oh, completely not behaving. Now I've... Oh, goodness sake. Oh, goodness sake. Let's see what you had to say. Just the one. Okay. Okay. Tombow is a glue. Okay. Okay. Gotcha. All right. Well, I am going to go ahead and start gluing things down because I think I have an idea of what I want to do. And I'll just start with this side because the other one seems to be sitting much better. It's much more behaved over here than it is over here. So first off, she needs to be sitting on the tree, not on a waterfall, and she is currently sitting on a waterfall. So I'm going to remove the waterfall and have her sitting on what kind of looks like a branch. She can sit right there. Good grief, that's tiny. Tiny. Okay. We should bring my glue over closer. And I think she's gonna sit right Yipes, I should have given her a more yellow branch. She shows up better on yellow, and that's too high. Well, rats and cats, I need yellow back there, and I don't have any yellow out. You know what? I'll just paint around her and highlight her. She can sit right there. Also, I could add some fun bright colors to their wings once they're in place to really make them show up. Oh, I could put a glow around all of the fairies because fairies glow, right? Do fairies glow? I think they do. All right, so she is sitting in the flowers. Let's get her tucked in. Tombow can dry completely before we put stuff together. That sounds awesome. And the back leaf further tilted to the right. And why am I taking it off? I'm taking... Wait a minute. Why am I taking what off? Do you mean all this stuff? I took all the stuff off because nothing is glued in place. And I need to start from the back and come down to the front. I don't know if that's what your question is. I mean, lag time is real, isn't it? And when I get to the leaves, right after this little bit right here, actually, then I will take a peek more, and you can help put the leaf placement correct. I don't think that's what I wanted to do. Okay, well, it's what I'm doing now. And then let's get this piece on. I do have other ways that I do this. I mean, I don't always put everything together and then take it all apart again, because that's just silly. But, one of the ways I do this is not very delicate, and I'm afraid that this stuff will rip to shreds because look at how thin that stem is, right? And then the other way is to lift one bit at a time, but I can't see very well this evening. And I keep knocking everything all over the place. So that's... I have to work with what I got, right? So let's move this forward more. Let's leave this backward more. And, okay, now leaf placement. This one is the backward one. Is this the one that you thought should be under? And did you want this, is this the one that you wanted tipped out? Like, well, now it's a little different than it was. So wait a minute. I can't. What about like that? Do you like that at all? Well, hello, Molly. How are you? Oh, I'm going to try that. I'm going to try that sometime. That's how your whole day was? You couldn't see today? Is that what you're referring to? I didn't know other people had that problem. But I only have one eye this evening, and even that one's not working. Yeah, that is not where I had it. This flower, or this leaf, you mean? Where did I have it? Was it down farther? I had it down by the fairy, didn't I? Or did I have this whole thing down farther? Did I have it more like this? Oh, not being able to be delicate. Yeah. Okay, so does that look more correct? I mean, what are we talking about? There's no such thing as correct. I know that. But, I mean, you know, we had a plan. And I wasn't sticking to it. Okay, so this whole thing needs to come down more, but this thing needs to go up more. And I'm kind of forgetting that this is then going to be added. So this looks a little bit closer to right. And I think I'm going to use the smaller leaf as a guide, because I know that we kind of want it touching the fairy a bit. I'll get the glue on and then I'll see what you're saying. Molly, I know that you've tried to call me a couple of times, and I'm really just not available much in the morning because I'm doing a lot of work in the morning. So I don't know if you got my message that I apologize that I'm missing you, but I apologize that I'm missing you. All right, let's tip it out a little more. And then let's see what you said. Oh my gosh, I did put the second one on, but then I moved it. I'm killing you. I know, right? This is the way I feel when I'm watching all you guys too. No, pick that one. No, move it over there. No, move it over there. And actually, Leslie was here earlier. I don't know where she is right now. She might still be here, but she was saying the same thing just the other day. I was watching you and you didn't know what flower to do, and I kept thinking, that one right there, that one right there. Too funny. Okay, let's see. We're going to pull this one down here. Some more. And tipped a little. I want this tipped a little more than I had it. Then we're going to tuck this one in. Like so. And then I'm going to do the bigger leaf. Oh, good grief. I forgot completely that the bigger leaf was now going to be in the background also. Shoot. Hopeless, man. I'm hopeless. You know what? I'm just going to leave that sit there, and I'm going to put this big leaf in the background, and I'm going to get bigger leaves to put in the foreground next time, because right now I'm making a big fat mess of everything. And I really have to stop. Okay. All right, so I got the big leaf in the back now, and it looks a little not great, but I think that when I get bigger leaves and put a couple of bigger leaves over the front of this, it'll look perfect. And then I think, oh shoot, let's not do that. Let's try a piece of grass and just see. Let's try a piece of grass down here in the forefront and see if we think that that will work. So you have to imagine that this is a big leaf instead of a chunk of grass. Or I could put grass at the front. That makes sense too. Oh, see, that totally makes sense, and that makes it all better. That totally makes sense. Okay, I don't know about you guys. I am just moving along. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do something with the fairies, aren't I? Get it real wet, as in with water or as in with glue? Do I like popcorn? Yes, I like popcorn. I can't eat any for another 9 months, but I like popcorn. Wait a minute. What is confusing, Miss Leslie? Oh, get it real wet with both. Okay. Okay. So I'm not going to put this on yet because I still might want to find another big leaf. I'm not sure. But I like the grass in front. That was kind of cool. But you know what I need to do is I need to start on this whole section and start moving forward on this whole side. And I mean, it was behaving, and then I hit it a bunch of times. So I think we'll move this here and this. You know what? I'm just going to get rid of the whole thing. Oh my gosh. I hope I remember what any of that looked like. I'm going to start with the fairies on this side. At least I have a concept of what I want to do, and we're going to start with the tiniest bits back farthest first. So I think I'll just stagger this right here on my table. Whoops. So I can see what's littlest. Hey, stop it now. All right, and then biggest, and then there we go. And then the leaves also. Okay, good job. Okay, what do we got? Oh. My positioning is confusing. Oh my goodness, you are going to have to elaborate. I need to know what in the world that means. So, you know who really loves popcorn, Molly? Michael Daney. I'll ask him about it, okay? He loves popcorn so much with white cheddar topping that he's got 2 bottles, giant bottles of white cheddar popcorn topper on his table. Okay, so These guys are doing what? They're sitting... They can actually... am I going to put them that much higher? Oh my. Kind of wanted them sitting on the rocks, so I think I'm going to put them higher than I had them before. Okay. Oh, heaven forbid I should just stay consistent with an idea. I mean, why would we do that? These two don't need to be specific about them very much because they're going to be hidden behind the flowers. Okay, I think I want to do that. Let's see. Oh. Do you want to hear something interesting, Patty? I am going to totally get Tombow glue. I'm totally going to try it. That would be perfect for this kind of situation. You are not wrong at all. So I am totally going to try that, mister. And I appreciate the tip because I have heard the word before, but I had never heard what it was before. So I appreciate it tons. And that might be just the thing for this kind of project. Okay, so here's the funny thing for all of you is, yes, I actually did take a picture. And I have it on my phone, and my phone is sitting right next to me, like right there. And I could have been looking this whole time, and now it's not even valid anymore because I've done so many things different than I originally intended that it's a moot point right now. I'm just going with whatever I feel, apparently. Which, you know what? That's not bad either. There is nothing wrong with that. It is a little bit hilarious that I actually did plan just that way. And then I didn't do it at all. All right. I am liking the way this is looking regardless. I think it's turning out pretty spiffy. I do need Miss Leslie to tell me what is confusing. I need to hear more. She doesn't, just for those of you who don't know, she doesn't do this art at all. And has actually recently told me she doesn't think she could do this at all because it takes entirely too much on-the-fly stuff and decision-making and some other things. I happen to disagree. I think she totally could do this. But I get the sentiment. She also said she needs crafts that are quick. One and done. Half hour, done project. And I get that too, because, yeah. Totally get that. I don't think these projects need to be this long. I make things way longer than they need to be. I fuss and I hem and haw, and I change my mind, and goodness sakes, it's ridiculous. Lots of ridiculous behavior. I'm going to steal this leaf right here. This tiny, tiny one. For right there. I was thinking tonight I might actually get one of these all the way done. There's no way that's going to happen because now I'm thinking of all the layers of stuff that still need to happen. Oh, you thought I might. I am amazed at you, and I was watching Darcy's you and Darcy and some other people who just kind of just fly, and you end up with stuff that's fabulous. And I was watching Darcy's how do you do video tonight, just a little while ago. And her first how do you do video came out, and I was watching her progress, and she didn't even think. She got stuff out of the package and she started throwing things together. And I just had to laugh so much because I put an extra video out showing my thought process, just in case anybody's interested, or in case anybody wanted to laugh at me, because I quite literally had to sort my stuff into pieces for over an hour just to get my head around the stuff in the envelope. It was ridiculous. And she just got stuff out of the package and just went, okay, here we go. And off she was, jelly printing and making book covers, and I don't remember what else she did. She did some corner tuck things, and she's like, okay, stay tuned for more. I have envy. I want to stop over fussing every little thing. That's not likely to happen. I am an over fusser. Ooh, I failed to glue down her wing. Awesome. Let's take advantage of that. All right, let's move forward a little. If I tried to do stuff the way you guys do, so like free and whatever, I would never end up with a thing that looked good. Never, ever. At least I don't think so. I mean, maybe that's why I overthink, because I'm afraid it won't work out, right? But maybe if I tried it more often, maybe it would work, and I'm just being ridiculous, but okay. Okay, and we're going to get closer and closer. So we're going to put this one on next. Anyway. That is the point, isn't it? Stay entertained. But I didn't see what you made today, so I might disagree with you. And I would say don't condemn your stuff today. Because, I don't know if you find this, you or Peter or anybody else who watches, but what I find is if I really, really hate something, if I step away from it for a while, and go back to it, I often like it much better than I thought I did. That has happened so much lately that, not in everything though. I did have a project recently that was just, it was just terrible. It just was. There was no two ways around it. There was no two ways about it. It was terrible, but I think I fixed it. One of my How Do You Do projects, actually, I said it in my video, right? I told you guys that I had such a bad brain day. I couldn't hold a complete thought about almost anything. So it's kind of amazing I actually got done with anything. But I did go back and work on that. I did go back and work on that folio, and I think it turned out okay. This does not go at this level. This was supposed to go back here somewhere. Now maybe we don't need it. Maybe it'll go somewhere else. I'm going to need a bigger flower for the front. I'm kind of excited about that because there are some bigger flowers in this book I got all this stuff out of that I just didn't think I could use. And now I'm thinking, oh, maybe I can. Okay, let's do that. Even if it was just a piece of one of the bigger flowers, right? Like it could be cut off. It could just be on the bottom across here or up this side or something. Okay. Ooh, sniffles. Today's supposed to be fun. Art therapy for the win. Okay, that needs another leaf. Oh, wait, here's one right here. I was hiding it. All right, how about just like so. That's actually kind of perfect, right? Oh, that's a little too perfect. There, that's better. All right, let's see what you guys are chatting about. Anything? Oh, you had a panic attack in the middle. That does not help your art get done. But I mean, it does strengthen that whole art therapy thing. Let's see here. This one goes back farther. This one comes up closer. Okay. I actually super like that placement, so I'm going to go ahead and glue this down and work from there. Okay. All right. I am stuck to this one. Should I let it go over? Ugh. I kind of want to let this one go over all the stuff. Oh my gosh, I'm just gonna do it. I think I will twist it though. pick up, you little beastie. I want that one shorter. There we go. I think that's what I'm doing right there. In fact, I don't think, I know, because it's already got glue on it. Okay. Let's see. Smallest leaf first. Let go of me. Oh my goodness. I am so full of glue and paint. It's my favorite way to be, though. Covered in glue and paint. Okay, I like that. Now we're gonna do this one. All right, what do we got? Tomorrow is a new day, each and every time. Each and every time. Peter, I think that we also craft to shut down our brains. I know I can relate. But I mean, I just think this is a hoot. I just love doing this. I just want to do this all day, every day. If I can. Okay. Okay. Ah. Okay, I'm going to cut a little bit out for this little lady right here. Because I'm going to... She doesn't have any wings either. I might have to find a different tiny fairy. Or I'm going to have to find a way to get her different wings. But even if I find a different fairy, I'm just going to glue it right over this little lady because I'm going to glue her on the mushroom right now. Where is she sitting though? I think she's going to be sitting on the edge of this one. No, she has to be more forward than that. Well, crud muffins, I did this wrong. Okay, I think that'll work. So I'm going to make a little divot in the mushroom and have her sitting on a little pillow in the mushroom. That'll be fun. That'll be fun. And I'm not so sure about this lady sitting in the top of the tree. Because it's hard to see what's going on. And that looks like it's her arm. And that's ridiculously long. And if she's sitting, her legs can't be this long. So I'm going to chop her feet off. And nobody will know. So now she's going to sit. When I do more sponge painting, I'm going to have to be stupid amounts of careful because think of how easy it'll be to completely cover these poor little fairies. But she's going to be sitting in this tree. I think right there. I kind of like that. Wait a minute. That makes it really heavy on one side. Could I put her over here then? Could she be sitting in this tree? No, that's too lined up. Could she be sitting in this branch nook right here? She could be sitting in that nook right there. Could she be sitting in this nook right here? Is she too little to be that up close? Wow, I am conflicted about this fairy. I don't know where she's supposed to sit. I don't want her too centered. I don't want this side so heavy. I don't... Ooh. This is from, Marta. Maremi Small Art. Fairies. Do you watch Maremi? Maremi Small Art is the channel on YouTube. The lady's name is Marta Lapowska? Lapowska? Marta No. Is it Marta? Marta Lapowska, I think. I don't know why I can't remember to save my life, but she's a mixed media artist. Wait a minute, what's good? Oh, Leslie said that's good. Right there, where she is right now, I'm not touching anything. I'm not touching a thing. By the time I look up and see what you guys say, I have moved on and I don't know what applies to what anymore. I actually like her kind of where she is. So I'm going to wait and see, but is this where you're saying is good or was it somewhere else? Up a little. Up a little. There's actually a branch right there. That's actually up a lot, but what do you think of that? Do 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 do. So, 2 of you said, get this very wet with glue and water. And I kind of want to try it, but I want a leaf over here. I could try it right there, though. I could also try it right here because I'm going to need some grasses in the forefront over here. That looks pretty good right there, doesn't it? That actually does look good on both sides, so I think I'm going to try it. Oh my goodness, I'm a little frightened. I'm a little frightened. Just do it. Just do it, she tells me. Alright, Patty. I'm just doing the thing. I'm doing the fairy. I lost the branch. I'm just doing... Is that the... Oh, whatever. I hope that's the branch I just had her on. So I'm going to try that. And then I'm going to go ahead and do this too. Alright, sit there. But in order to get enough glue to consider it wet, I think I'm going to do that. So I'll put liquid glue right here. And then, where is my tiny spray bottle? There it is. So let me put this in the glue. And get it wet a little bit. Maybe. Oh, there we go. I turned it to see if it was clogged and then it sprayed. Of course it did. I just sprayed myself. Oh, I'm glad it's not working because look, it's not water. I forgot. There's the ink you told me how to make, Patty. Oh my goodness, I just sprayed this stuff all over myself. It's, you know, some stellar professional skills going on over here this evening, folks. All right, let me get some water for this. Okay. Oh, look at that. Oh. I can always over it if I don't like it. You're totally right. I'm not, it's, you know what else, Patty? It's only paper. It's paper. Right? Okay, that is beautiful, guys. Though you were both correct, and I was worried for nothing, and I'm going to do some more of that. I'm going to do some more of that. In fact, I'm going to try just the water part on this one, just on the bottom here. I'm trying to learn what the layering will do, if anything, right? And then I'll let this dry. And if this works out, I'll glue it on the other one. Hey, let go. Let go. Let go. Yikes.
Okay, here's let's go.
Echo, stop. I wasn't talking to you. Okay, I'll let that dry. We'll see what's going on, what happens over there. So, what do we got going on over here? This totally worked and is awesome, and I appreciate you guys so much sharing that info with me. And I think what that means is we need to add some other grasses over here. I'm kind of sad that my lighter greens didn't work because I would like to be layering these grasses. Lightest to darkest in the forefront, and I didn't realize that my inks were so running out. That's actually good though, because there's a whole new set that I want, and I've been putting off buying it because I want to make sure I use up what I have and not be wasteful. Now I know that they're running out. I can get rid of them pretty soon and get the ones that I want next. So if I'm going to have the path...
Cheryl, here is your reminder. It's time.
Alright, fine.
Cheryl, here is your reminder. It's time.
Thank you. 1 second. Alright. Good girl. Way to go. Okay. I think I need this piece to go right about here-ish, because it's going to go off into the path then. So, I'm going to just do it. Just do that. Put it right there. Whoops. Wrong way, Feldman. So if I'm thinking of all the stuff that still needs to happen to each of these covers, I don't know that I'm going to keep doing this on Wednesdays. I might finish these off camera and move on to a different Wednesday project. If I do that, it's kind of the same as I do with everything else. And then I will bring these back when they're done and show you where they ended up. Otherwise, we might just keep doing this on Wednesdays. But who knows? Who knows? It's kind of whatever I feel like or whatever life demands, right? It's whatever life demands or allows, really. Why isn't that one staying invisible? Stay invisible. You too. Okay, there we go. All right. Gosh, I like it. What do you guys think? I have to add glitter. I have to add color. I have to add shadows and highlighting. I might add a path, or a more distinct path anyway, for these guys to wander up to their home. I have to add something for that fairy so she doesn't look like she's just like floating over the mushroom. Oh, okay. Okay. I'm assuming you're meaning in those places where it's not staying invisible. Okay. Okay, here we go. Okay. Could I say okay any more times than that? Here is something I always do, and every time I do this, I tell anybody who's watching, if you're new to this, don't do what I'm doing right now. Always wait for your glue to dry before you cut things. I never wait for my glue to dry. I cut things anyway. This right here is just shoddy craftsmanship. Okay, there we go. There we go. Oh gosh, it's looking lovely. Leslie, if this is what I'm doing, is this what you were thinking? So that's the question. And I'm going to pull the other one back now so we can take a closer look at this one. Because that one over there needs to do some drying, man, before I mess with it anymore, because I am on a path to wreck my own stuff if I don't watch it. I can't remember where this fairy was. Oh, yes I do. I wanted to put this fairy with the fox, didn't I? Which means I'd have to get her somehow behind the grasses, because I thought of her after the fact. But I can totally cut a small hole in there and then tuck her in and then glue it back down. So that's a doable thing. But all right, Leslie, here is, I think, the one that you said you wanted. And keeping in mind the progress that was made on the other one, Yeah, it might. And actually, I'm not sad about the layering. I think the layering even got a little better just with a little water on there. So I'm thinking it's going to work. And yeah, I'll just cut a spot, get her tucked in, and glue it back shut. And then it'll look like she's in the grass with the fox. So, what else? What was I saying? Okay, Leslie. That's right. Keeping in mind the progress that is made on the other one that you just saw. This is the one that you said you liked. Right? Well, you liked the other one too. The fox walking into the light anyway. If this is what I'm going to use to make one for a journal for you, is it going to turn out right? I mean, you kind of wanted these fairies peeking out of places. Yeah, they are going to peek out, right? But that's like a layer still to come. Like this one right here could be down here instead. If she will behave, and she could be peeking out of this flower right here. There, she could be peeking out just like that. That's kind of super cute. Let me move my big fat finger out of the way though. There, she could be peeking out just like that. Let's move it closer. She's so tiny. These two can be peeking out of the trees. That one is peeking out of the trees, but I could bring her down here to sit instead, where she could be behind this tree or stuff like that. Only 3 fairies, so not so many. Do you like the way that one's peeking out of the flower, or is that not right? So what I could do is cut a slit right there along the trunk of this tree and tuck her in. So now she's behind the tree but peeking out, just her face and those her wings. And then you'd have to make a choice. Like, do you want the one walking with the fox, or do I get rid of that? Or do I get rid of that fox altogether because it's just a silhouette? And do I put one of these fairies somewhere? Peeking somewhere. I like this one better. She could be sitting up there in the tree peeking, like so. So you'd have this little tiny one in the flowers. This one's peeking out from behind the tree. And then this one I could make leaves around, so she's sitting in the leaves, peeking. Okay. The smaller one. The smaller one in the tree. Like so. There's also this one who is homeless at the moment. You could have this fairy if you want. I don't like this one as much. It looks like Tinkerbell to me, and this doesn't look like an appropriate forest for Tinkerbell. I don't even know what that means. Okay. Anyway, that smaller one. Okay, so then get rid of this one. Do you want this fox, this silhouette in the forefront? Do we do the forefront fox with the fairy or get rid of that altogether or what? If you can't tell, Patty, I think Leslie wants me to turn this into a journal for her. She likes this one. She also likes this one. And I have more napkins. So if I don't get it right, I'm just going to keep working on it. I'm just going to keep trying until I get a book cover she likes. And then I'm going to make this into a journal for her. And I believe Peter might have fallen asleep finally. Peter, if you have fallen asleep, I hope that's true and you're resting peacefully. All right, so with all of that stuff in mind, I am going to start moving ahead. And I think I will start moving ahead with the slit in the tree so this fairy can peek out. And let's try that first, because that might be super cool. Oh my, and I can't find my blade, of course. It has to be here somewhere nearby. My desk is only so big. Aha! I knew you had to be close by. Alright, so I'm going to put just a little cut right along the edge of this tree. That should be plenty big enough. You like the silhouette but without the fairy? Let's see what we got. Okay, I'm going to move it back out just a little bit. Okay. Let's see how it looks with a fairy peeking from behind a tree. Her wings are too big. Listen, lady. Control your wings. There we go. She may need a wing trim. All right, there she is peeking from behind a tree, and I'm gonna glue that one right up there in that tree. Because I can work the leaves and branches and stuff around the rocks. That will be easy peasy, I think. Oh. Lisa, hello. What have you missed? Well, I have been a bit silly. We're working on the fairy book covers. There is, the fairy forest book covers is what they turned out to be. There is the one we've done the most work on. So I painted the tree tops. And put a bunch of flowers and fairies and stuff in. And I learned from Patty and Peter that if I use glue and water on tea bag paper, I can get a transparent background. Ha! I learned a new trick and I'm loving that. And now I'm working on the second one. And Lisa, I linked the email address for my YouTube channel in that message that we've been communicating through. And if you either talk to me through email through there, or just send me your address, because I have something I think I'm going to send to you. Lisa, am I right that you do not own a printer? Okay, so here's what I want to try before I move on too far. This fairy is going to be sitting in the flowers, right? But this fern should really be the most forward bit. But I kind of like how it covers up the edges of the edges of this piece. So here's what I want to figure out. I want to figure out if I can finagle the ferns. I'm finagling ferns. And then I had this flower. And this flower. This flower doesn't have a proper stem, so we either have to draw it in or I'll have to make one. And again, I might need more leaves. Well, let's just pretend I don't need more leaves and see what this would look like. Do we put this fairy maybe peeking out of the fern? Yikes. Can I let go without moving everything? Well, I don't like that at all. She looks ridiculous right there. I don't think it has to print very well. I will talk to you through the email stuff, and we will coordinate, because I would love it very much if you were able to participate, and I will tell you exactly how to do so. Okay, so this is not working the way I wanted it to. So I think I'm going to go back to putting the pieces where they were. And it just so happens that this particular forest has giant ferns. It could happen. That would be my favorite forest. One with giant ferns. Because I love ferns very much. Okay, so one flower bulb and one opened flower. That's fine. Maybe like that. I don't like that leaf. And the leaves I have that match are on a totally different flower. Hey, look at this. I have a stem with no flower. I could put the flower with no stem on here. Let's get rid of that then. I'll pull this down farther. Put that like so maybe. And like so, maybe. And then it's okay that this is a different flower because, you know, forests can have more than one flower. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Well, crud muffins. Okay, 2 crud muffins. First of all, it looked good the way I had it first, so I'm gonna switch back then. Because, do you mean with the fern in front? Because I really do like that better. And Lisa, it should be in a further reply, if I could remember which. You know what I really should do? I really should link the email address for my YouTube channel in my YouTube videos, because, you know, that's kind of smart. But I don't. So I tell you what, I have a video coming out Friday. If you don't find where I linked the channel or the address for you, I will make sure I link it with that video. Because I really should be doing that anyway. It's silly to have that email and not be using it. This is the perfect way for me to get my act together and do so. Okay, I think we're off like this. I can then take this piece and this piece off and use them in here also. Let go. Okay. Well, where did the fairy go? Is this the right one? It must be. It's the only one I have left, but for some reason she looks different to me now. She can be peeking out of the fern. I gotta try to pick up my hand without moving anything. There we go. Well, it doesn't look terrible, but that flower sure doesn't look like it's placed properly. I also... Showtime's not over, but I have to go. I have just come across an emergency, or come into an emergency. So I need to go. Jeez. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, okay, okay. Okay. Well, crud. Okay. Good night, Patty. I'll talk to you tomorrow. And, yep, I will remember the email. And Lisa, if I don't remember the email, but I will. But if I don't, yell at me. Say, cry. Say, you promised. And Leslie and anybody else who's watching this in the future, thanks for tuning in. Please give a thumbs up and a comment and subscribe, but you guys already are. And I don't know what else, but I gotta run because I can't see anymore. And I should go fix that. All right, good night.